Alright guys, this is my introduction to my first episode of Half Full Gaming, and that's Duke Nukem Forever. Now, at the time of filming this, I'm approximately 50% of the way through the game. I have actually played this game in the past, and this was, I think, a good way to get into a starting point, as even back in the day when this game first came out, I did get enjoyment out of this. This is not a great game, by any means of the word. This is not... as far as technology is concerned, the movement and story and dialogue, it's not one of the better ones. But it is a game that you can actually focus on and enjoy and get a fair bit of value out of. Now, having played this before, I knew this going in, and a lot of the episodes are going to be me yapping about it, being nervous about it. The goal of Half Full Gaming, I just want people to understand, is that I'm trying to enjoy these games that are just notoriously either underwhelming, critically panned, over budget and overspent, and in general just not considered fantastic. So I hope you guys get a chance to enjoy me enjoying this game. Now, as far as the story of Duke Nukem Forever, I want to do preface with a little bit of history of the game. Back in '97, I believe they announced that they were going to make this game. And then year after year, we saw some progress of the game, but for the most part, the progress was in a new engine. So it was the same progress, and then for years it just disappeared. And then we saw more come out of it, and then they fired all the crew, and then more of the game started showing up, and there was no understanding as to where this game came from. By about 2002, I think 2005, the game was considered an April Fool's joke. Every year, all you'd hear is just April Fool's jokes from all the local video game news sources saying, Duke Nukem Forever is coming out this year, we're going to have pictures of it right now, and it just got a little old. Now, 2K having purchased some licensing with 3D Realms, they turned to them and said, look, can we get a move on here? And they couldn't get the game out. But by this point, a lot of the guys that worked at 3D Realms had jumped over to Gearbox Studios. Gearbox, for those of you unfamiliar, are famous for the Borderlands games as well as the Brothers in Arms games. But they are also not famous for games that you're not familiar with, like Samba de Amigo. They do have another game that's going to be on the show. Unfortunately, they are not fantastic with intellectual property that is not theirs. Now, they are very good when it comes to properties that are theirs in as far as Borderlands and the Brothers in Arms series. That said, unfortunately, when this game came out, if you didn't have the mindset of, well, what else were you expecting, you were very disappointed. And that's what I came in with. That was why I was able to enjoy it. And that's why this is the whole reason I started this show, is if I was able to go in there and say, what was I really expecting from Duke Nukem Forever? A game that had engine changes almost on a yearly basis and just wasn't going to come out and then just got shoved out to end the joke, which I think at this point Half-Life 3 is slowly becoming. So I hope you guys enjoy my playthrough of Duke Nukem Forever, and I look forward to joining you guys in more and more games as we go. So by the time you see this, I'm sure the Duke Nukem Forever first episode is starting to upload, and I look forward to sharing the journey of the Duke with it. As a preface, one of the best ways to play Duke Nukem Forever is to actually understand when you go in that you are supposed to hate the character that you're playing, and he is supposed to be as obnoxious as he is. Think of it as kind of a Johnny Bravo situation where you really end up not liking Johnny Bravo in spite of all his wittiness and whatnot, and nobody else in the show actually liked him. So, enjoy.